Hi, everybody, and welcome to the Cleveland Browns halftime show with the score of the Cincinnati Bengals 17 and the Cleveland Browns 10. I'm going to make this this has to be under 13 minutes because it's the halftime show. So I'm going to make some bullet points. 1, Baker Mayfield's confidence is gone. Number 2, Baker Mayfield is injured. He can't follow through. The first throw of the interception of the game, he didn't follow through on the ball, had no distance on it. 3, Odell Beckham doesn't want to play. He's a coward and he's a loser. Get rid of him. You see, the team does better without him. He is a cancer. Number 4, Harry high school horseshit offensive plays, double pitch outs. Now, come on. Are we playing a fucking video game or what? This doesn't make any sense to me whatsoever. I mean, you pitch the ball to Landry, then pitches it to Hunt. Doesn't anybody realize that when you take a step and a half with the ball one direction, then you pitch it, and the other guy has to catch it and stop and catch it, that by then the entire other team is in your backfield? Duh. We run the ball up the gut. We get 7-8 yards a carry with Kareem Hunt. Then we stop for no reason. We put Baker in the pocket. Number 5, the coach is overwhelmed because he's not calling the right plays. Finally, we start doing a short, little precise passing game, and suddenly we get the ball moving down the field. Number 6, 3 men, okay? There were 3 Cleveland Browns surrounding Boyd on the touchdown pass to end the first half. 3, and not a single one could get their hand on the ball. That's ineptitude. The fact of the matter is the Browns would not be in a game with any other teams except the lowest of the low in the league. That's the bottom line, because Stone Cold said so. I don't know what else to tell y'all. It's really, the other thing, not knowing where to line up, not knowing what to do. Here we go again. This is starting to look like the past all over again. It's deja vu all over again. Oh, and one other thing. Cincinnati's best sideline pattern, the push-off. They did it 3 times. A.J. Green is Hall of Fame A.J. Green because, honestly, he's allowed to push off before his break so much that T. Higgins saw him do it, and he did the same thing. Next, bad calls. They're coming in the second half. Even if the Browns are competitive in the game, it's over for the Cleveland Browns because the national media has made them eat shit, and they've swallowed the shit, and they believe the shit. This doesn't look like the same crisp team that operated during a 4-game winning streak. Completely different thing. Why does this happen in Cleveland? Why does it consistently occur with the Cleveland Browns that attitude goes down the shitter and that players just don't seem to be in the right place at the right time? You know, they're just throwing screen passes. And their linebackers just standing there picking their fucking noses. You know, they're not even drifting toward the play. They're not even reading where the blocking is going. They're not analyzing anything. The defense is nowhere to be found. Sendejo, did you see him try to break up a pass? He looks like a fucking midget out there. It's crazy. It is bad. Run the fucking ball, Wable? No, they're not going to run the fucking ball. Why in the world would you run the fucking ball? Why? You just get yardage. It's the same shit. It's the same shit that, and it's more than this. It's Haslam. There's only one continuous force in all of it. There's just something toxic in the environment. There's no enthusiasm. Nothing. And they look more disorganized now than they did in week 2 of the season. And I've been telling everybody on the Moohead radio show, let's take a look and see how they develop and how things move on. They're not. They're regressing. And the reason they're regressing, because the Steelers ass raped them again. And they own us. And they always will. That's the thing. I'm 63. I ain't never going to see nothing with this team. Nothing. One loss affects you this way. Get out of the league, Baker Mayfield. Get the fuck out of the league. Lose your progressive contract. Get out. To come out looking like this, he shouldn't be playing if he's hurt so bad that he threw like he did. But then, the seventh thing, or eighth is it now? Not open, not open, not open. Our wide receivers are not open down the field. Single covered, single covered, single covered. Not open. Not Odell when he was in the game, not Landry when he was in the game. Nobody open. Every ball that Baker Mayfield threw, lousy, nobody was open. The pick, Beckham was even looking for the ball. On the wrong page, on the wrong page, on the wrong page. How's that possible? How could they be on the wrong page in the 7th week of the season? How can that be? You got bad players with bad attitudes. That's what it amounts to. They don't care. Odell Beckham doesn't care. Do you think his knee's really that badly hurt? You saw the goddamn play. He ran it down from behind. You really think that his knee is hurt so bad that he can't come back to play? You don't want to play. Don't want to play. He's done. He's going to call for a trade. We know how this works. And he'll be rewarded. He'll go someplace and make money. And the Browns get nothing. Get nothing for him whatsoever. Happens all the time. As far as having Nick Chubb, I'd love to have Nick Chubb to spell Kareem Hunt. Receivers aren't open. The system has been figured out. It's safe to say that if the Cincinnati secondary can stop this offense in the passing game, and it's not just Baker Mayfield, although he's horrible, they're not open. They know what we're going to do before we do it. It's just pathetic. And why are we running all of these stupid little wide receiver runs and all, when inside the tackles, we're just running right through them? No different than the first game. And that's the bottom line. Joe Burrow's the star. Baker Mayfield is the ex-NFL quarterback because his confidence is shot. Did we do this to him? Did he do it to himself? Was he mentally weak to begin with? I don't know. I really don't know. It's amazing though how, since he injured his ribs, he can't do anything at all. Now they're saying he has cracked ribs. That would make them spare ribs. That he shouldn't be playing. If you're telling me a guy with cracked ribs at quarterback who's looked like this for the first half should be playing, then why do you have a second string quarterback? Why did you bother? And if you're afraid you're going to hurt his confidence, it's gone. His confidence is gone. You saw him in the pocket. He's scared. Fucking Joe Burrow's getting hit more than Baker Mayfield is. You see Joe Burrow, that last throw, of course, he knows he's throwing against, hear no evil, see no evil. I mean, he threaded it right in there. And why would you run the blitz on the previous play and then knowing he has to throw the ball in the end zone, he has to throw the ball downfield and the play has to develop? No, you don't blitz. I'm Joe Woods. Fuck them. It's the same shit and I don't have time. If you're making an effort, you're making an effort. But nobody's innocent in this scheme. Nobody's innocent. Kareem Hunt's playing hard. The offensive line is playing hard. Baker Mayfield doesn't belong on the field. If you don't have enough faith in Case Keenum, then you shouldn't be paying him. All right. Those things are definites. You could make excuses about Austin Hooper not playing. That would make no damn bit of difference. The fact that OBJ disappears when you needed the most, that should not be a surprise to anybody. He's a snowflake. To use a Republican word, he's a snowflake. Don't need it. So the Cleveland Browns find themselves down 17-10 at the end of the first half in a game that they should be not even in the game, and they get the ball first thing. And they got to make changes. What changes do you make? I have no idea. Joe Burrow's picking them apart. Literally 250 yards in the first half, just picking them apart. The Browns don't have the personnel in the defensive secondary to stop them. They don't even have to run the ball. They can say to the Browns, 22, 34, we're going to pass again. We're going to pass again. It's going over the middle. Set, hut. That's your snap count. And the fucking Browns give up the pass down the middle of the field. 22, 19, 64, push off on the sideline. Hut. I don't know what else to tell you. Not only am I not enthused, I don't even care. You can't get through to this bunch of players. You can't. And it's never going to change. It's never going to change. They're blown away. They're hungover from the loss against Pittsburgh, which means that the Steelers have ended our season when we were 4-1. That'll tell you how little guts and how little character this team has, how little control the head coach has over these players. I thought it was better, but nope. It's impossible to be a head coach with these types of players. It's a bad assemblage, and you can just see them giving up. And Cincinnati looks so much more organized with a rookie quarterback than we do. And he looks so much more comfortable in the pocket. And Baker Mayfield, now in his third year, looks like he's terrified. What else can I tell you? You know something, T-Tosh? I'm 63. I don't know how old you are. I've seen it too many times. The team didn't come out with fire. You fight fire with fire. Everybody loses at one time or another. But one loss cannot make your future, and so it appears. We'll take a look at the second half, and we'll be back after the game. Browns are not going to win this football game. They can't stop Cincinnati when Cincinnati's totally one-dimensional, and they can't do anything consistently with the ball offensively, and Baker will turn it over more because he can't extend his motion. He can't really step into the ball. He's going to be reduced to small little short patterns, which makes me wonder why in the hell Case Keenum isn't even in the game. Okay, game's back. I'll see you after the game with a hell of a lot more to say. Until then, hasta la vista, Pasture Heads. Enjoy the second half.